Alrighty, welcome back to a 4-4 team draft. My road to Vintage Worlds or Vintage Cube Worlds is over. I didn't win any feeder tokens, and honestly, that might have saved me some heartbreak because I certainly wasn't winning in the 64s. We're going to try to figure out what's going on with all that. But today we've got a 4-4. In fact, this is random teams, but it's me, Martel, Mack, and Salvatto. What a great squad. Battling against Theo, Broccoli Rob, Siri Ice Cream, I don't even know who that is, and Ethan, apparently. Not Ethan Sachs. What am I going to first pick here? I think I'm going to first pick Palace Jailer. It's not the best card in the world, but it's pretty strong. I think it's a little better than Lightning Bolt and Mox Diamond. There's Tameo also. I don't know. I am really glad I took it because I'm going to take fourth Earlingus, which I would have done anyways. I'm not that high on Tameo. I think Tameo is okay, but Tameo's kind of slow is the problem. Like, yes, you played on turn one, you really start getting clues, but I just haven't found you want to spend a lot of time you spending mana on the clues. Bloodstained Mire is also great. Brain Freeze, I note that I'm passing that, but yeah, fourth is a good follow-up here. And then no white card. The only red cards here are Grim Lavamancer and Ghostfire Slice. There's a Xander's Lounge and a Commercial District. There's a Snapcaster Mage. I really don't want to take Grim or Ghostfire Slice. That doesn't seem very good to me. I could just take Snapcaster. I just passed Tameo and Brain Freeze. I could end up in Jeskai maybe. I mean, Xander's Lounge is also good. Maybe if I was going to be Jeskai, Xander's Lounge would be better. That's also a pretty good card. I'm just going to take Xander's Lounge. I don't know. It just does not make sense to take one of those cards. Even if I don't end up playing Xander's Lounge, that's fine. I just don't think I wanted to take either of those red cards. It's just they were not very good. Galvanic Discharge, though, I don't mind. I'll take that. Pass Portal Phyrexia. So coming up soon here, well, we got a couple things. One is I will still be able to display some 64s here. I'm going to have BK over because he won a bunch of tokens. BK knows how to cube. And he is going to play them over here. So we'll get to record those. Hopefully that'll be a little more successful. Hard for that not to be the case. And I'm also going to rework my cube. I haven't really worked on my cube basically since Bloomborough came out. And even then, the whole Cube Worlds thing kind of took a lot of that attention. Now that this is kind of wrapping up, this is the last week of the qualifiers anyway, I'm going to, with the advent of Duskmorn, refresh the Vintage Cube, my list, and then start doing more team drafts. So that's my plan. And whilst I'm doing that, I'll try to figure out what exactly was going so wrong. This pack's pretty bad. I think I just take Mana Confluence. Don't love it, but it doesn't seem like there's a better option. Oh, Touch the Spirit Realm and Blade Splicer. Touch the Spirit Realm's really good with Jailer. I did get past fourth Earlingus and then not a lot of white cards, so I could look for an off-ramp. But I don't think taking Burst Lightning is like that exciting anyway, and I already have Galvanic Discharge. There's also Blade Splicer. Not a big Blade Splicer enjoyer. I could also take True Name and go like maybe Jeskai of some kind. No, I'll just take Touch the Spirit Realm for now. I'm not convinced yet white's getting cut, but if it does, I can pivot. The two lands will help me pivot here. Now I'm just going to take Fiery Confluence. I think that's pretty easy over DAC, which I would have also been okay taking, and a Lotus Petal, but past Brain Freeze and Lotus Petal, I really can't pass Breach, I don't think. I mean, we'll see what Pack 2 looks like, because I'll get a little more information about Ethan here, but let's just take Fiery Confluence. I hope you enjoyed the Martel video yesterday. Honestly, Martel really did me a favor, because I was, of course, complaining to the group chat. I was pretty demoralized after winning no feeder tokens, and Martel's like, how about this? I was going to do a cube draft anyway. I'll record it. You can put it up. I'm like, all right, sounds great. I got to take a day off, even though the show must go on. Anyways, I love Cube. I'm not going to stop playing Cube. It was a demoralizing season, and part of what's frustrating to me is I'm not sure exactly the parts I could have done differently, and I'm trying to investigate that. But like, I drafted a lot of times with like hanging out with BK, and like, I don't know, it's not like we were on different pages or anything. I just could never win. All right, I'll take Deathgreeter's Champion here. That card's pretty good. There's an Eagles of the North in the pack as well, so keep that in mind. Oh, and a Winds of Abandon. All right. I think white's open well enough here. Red-white. I don't really need to go a different direction necessarily. I've got some pretty strong cards. I mean, fourth, Jailer are both very good. So is that late pick Fiery Confluence, and then a bunch of removal spells and Death Greeters, which I like Death Greeter more in red-green. Putting it on like a Questing Beast is awesome, but it's still pretty good in red-white. Here, I think I want City of Traders. It's pretty great with all three of these threats, and even Fiery Confluence and Kicking Winds. I don't really care too much about Jite. Scrubland is also decent, but I don't think I'm going to splash here. Now I'll take the Ghostfire Slice. This is about where I don't mind taking Ghostfire Slice. And I guess I'll just take Zerda. I think these other cards aren't that good. Here, oh wow, this is actually kind of interesting. I guess these are two good black-ish Reanimator cards. Let's just hate the Torsten. That's more unique. And then Guardian Scale Lord is a card I could consider playing. I probably won't, though, so I'd rather just hate the True Name. I don't think Guardian Scale Lord is that likely to get played. All right, well, no one took Flash then, I guess, because Triplicate and Torsten went around the table twice. Okay, going into pack 2, really all I want now that I have 4th and Jailer is just a little bit of fast mana. Or Chain Lightning, I guess. All right. There's also Dismember, which is more flexible, and it is a team draft, but one of the things I really like about Chain Lightning is I have Chain Lightning, Ghostfire Slice, and Fiery Confluence. I can just burn people out. I mean, that's 13 points of burn right there. There's also a Glorybringer and a Hired Claw. I mean, this deck actually could end up still white-red, but like heavy red. Usually you're playing heavy white, in which case Hired Claw could be interesting. This pack's got Skyclave. Oof. It's a pretty bad second pick, but I mean, there's also what, Fastbond, Sunfall. Like, these aren't great cards. All right, I guess I'll take Skyclave. My mana really needs some help here. I haven't seen any red-white sources. I will not be passing those very often if I do. And here, oh, Ragavan and Mother of Runes and Flage. And I guess Wandering Emperor. I'll just take Ragavan. First of all, I still might end up more red, though. It's looking like we're just split and I just need to get some lands. But also, this is a way worse card to pass to an opposing an enemy, even if Mother of Runes and Ragavan are actually kind of comparable in red-white. I mean, this deck, Ragavan's much, much better because I don't have good creatures to protect, really, and I have all this burn, so I'd rather do that. But oh, here I'll take Savai Triumph. This deck looks like it can afford tap lands, and I really don't like the pain lands. Just taking that extra damage is so bad. Passing Blood Crypt, Flame of North, Thopter Foundry. Okay, good to note. Well, there's Breach and LED going the other direction from Brain Freeze. Sure, I guess so. At some point, someone's going on and cut one of those. Could be me. I could be the hero we deserve. Salvatto does like combo. What would I take for my deck? I mean, this actually could be a Carnage Interpreter deck. There's also Embrace Shieldbreaker, Fabled Passage, Mishra's Bauble. You know what? I'm going to take Carnage Interpreter. I rarely do end up with that card, but I think this is a spot where it could be decent. And now I could take Emberheart Challenger as like a 2/2 Prowess Haste over Flame Slash. I just have a lot of burn. Oh, target it with Death Greeter. I mean, there is also just taking Flame Slash because it's a better card. I should just take Flame Slash. I mean, honestly, the Emberheart might even just come back. Here, I'm probably in for Arena of Glory. Pretty great with Carnage Interpreter. So over Mox Opal and Palantir that I'm passing, yeah, that's fine. And then, oh, I'm definitely taking Kumano Faces Kakazan. This looks like a deck that actually could use that card. And then Hired Claw came back. I'm actually definitely interested in Hired Claw. I'm actually, if I can, I mean, I don't want to be mono red because I want to play 4th Year Lingus, and probably will still just play Jailer. The Skyclave was part of the reason I was so unhappy about taking it. Second pick is, first of all, a second pick Skyclave Apparition is not a dream. The other is I really do want to be a like 10, 11 red source deck. Here I'm just going to hate Bayou probably. I'm not going to play Ephemerate. I really think that card's just not very good. I'm probably going to cut it when I do my whole cube revamp here. And I mean, in terms of white cards, I've got Touch the Spirit Realm, Winds of Abandon. I mean, I have 4 white cards plus the 4th Year Lingus, which is definitely making the cut. Oh, what a good Flage deck. Nice. Is Flage a creature or a spell? I kind of have it in the spell category. All right, so I'm going to be playing enough white for Jailer, Flage, and then maybe these other things. I guess I'll hate the Thopter Foundry. Touch the Spirit Realm and Skyclave might make the cut, but I kind of want to minimize any early white sources or white requirements. These cards are all good in like turn 4+, 5+, whereas like Skyclave, you kind of want it on curve. 3 red 1-drops plus a bunch of burn spells. If I could wheel the the card I took over Flame Slash, or took Flame Slash over. Oh, Emberheart Challenger. That's the card. I would just definitely play that card. I think there will be 2 cards left. So I think it's either next pick or the pick after. And I think a 2/2 haste prowess is actually something I'm interested in. LED and Breach. The thing is, I think Bobble's actually good in this deck, so I think I've got to take that. I think Copperline's like a little more likely to be good. The reason I like Bobble in this deck, it's great as a way to store a card for Carnage Interpreter. It can trigger prowess if I last pick and get an Emberheart Challenger. Oh, I didn't dig through time? That was last? Funny. All right. Oh, Mox Ruby. That's like the best card. I mean, I guess a Lotus would have been better, but I'm not complaining. Mox Ruby's exactly what I needed. Oh, sad. I'm not going to wheel this plateau, I don't think. All right, well, slamming Mox Ruby. Whew. All right, could our luck be turning around? Are we finally doing it? And back to reality. There's an Academy here. I don't think Ethan's playing with Academy. Bobble and LED were both 3 cards left, so I think it's pretty safe to pass Academy. I'm not going to play Lurrus. I passed a Vaultborn Tyrant, so passing Natural Order could be dicey, but I don't really think that's a huge concern. I might just take the Elegant Parlor. It's the card I want, and I'll wheel Voldaren Epicure. Probably won't wheel Firebolt. That would be like the secondary card I want, but I think another red-white land is going to be great. And then Scalding Tarn, untapped red or tapped red-white. Sure. That works for me. This pack didn't have any cards I wanted to put in my deck anyway, so that was easy pick. If I get enough mana, I can put the Touch the Spirit Realm and Skyclave back if I so desire. And then here, well, white seems to be open. Path, Thalia, Prismatic Ending, Showdown. I think I'll just take Prismatic Vista, and then whichever of these cards come back, I'll be happy with. Like, it won't be Path, I guess. That we know that. And now there's a Felia, and I just took a bunch of lands, so I can just take the Felia now. Fantastic. Passing a Flooded Strand, which would be good in the deck, but I just got 2 fetches, so let's just take Felia here. Passing Spellseeker, Psychic Frog. Yeah, some good cards for sure. And then here, oh man, passing a Flash and a Spellseeker along with Vaultborn. That thing is Reprieve is really good in this deck. And there's Paragon, Manatide, Stoneforge, Bonecrusher, Pyrokinesis, all red-white cards. I think I'm well positioned here. Can I pass this Flash? As much as I'd like Reprieve, I just don't think I'm supposed to pass the Flash. I don't know. That's tough. I'll take an Oliphant now. That's fine. Gaia's Cradle actually is kind of nice in some red-white decks, but this isn't really a Cradle deck. And then here I think I want Cathar Commando, though. I could play Lingering Souls. I have Savai Triumph, Scalding Tarn, so I have 2 sources of black. I guess I could play Xander's Lounge, plus a Mana Confluence. But I actually think Cathar Commando is actually still also just better in this deck, mostly. Okay, all the white cards wheeled. Well, I'll take Luminarch. It's the most aggressive, which I think is going to be best. Yeah, I feel good about taking the Flash. Maybe I'm hating from Martel, in which case, yeah, that's too bad. But I just think I don't want to pass what could be like the best card in someone's deck after passing Vaultborn Tyrant and Spellseeker. It just doesn't seem like it's necessary. Though I guess I have the Torsten, so maybe I could have. And do I want, well, we'll wait for Martel to come back. There he is. Do I want Voldaren Epicure or Lurrus? This actually looks like a good Lurrus deck. The rare Lurrus in the deck. Do I want to play Chromatic Star? I think I'd rather just hate a Collective Brutality. Now there's Thalia. I like that. Yeah, over Prismatic Ending and Showdown. I got plenty of removal. I don't need that. All right. And then I'll just hate a Liliana in case I'm passing to Reanimator. And I think Skyclave has got to be make it back in. And now here, Sarah Paragon. I have Bauble. Part of the reason I like Lurrus is I have Bauble, and it works nicely with Paragon too. All right. We got a deck here. All right. Talking with Martel, it actually looks like LED or Breach and Brain Freeze may have ended up in the same place on the other side of the table, in which case maybe they got a really late LED. I hope that's not the case, but this is currently 16 lands plus Ruby and Oliphant. So I could play one more card. That's like 18 lands. I guess this curve's pretty low. Maybe I just play Touch the Spirit Realm then. I like Hired Claw in this deck. Yeah, no, this deck I think is good. Let's see what my lands look like. I also have Arena of Glory Flage. I like that too. I could cut the Touch the Spirit Realm if I wanted one more land. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 red. That's pretty good. And then this would be 4 plains plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 white. Yeah. All my run drops are red. Let's do it. All right, Martell's on. Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, Skull Clamp. He took all my Ember Heart Challenger. We were the only white drafters, I think, just the two of us. Great. That's a good place to be. I think we both ended up with pretty good decks. And then Max got a nice tons of Elves, Ancestral, Greaves, Nadu deck with Natural Order. He's going to play this Cradle. BK was telling him not to. I don't know about that. Fractured Identity, Bloodbraid Challenger. 6 is really nice in this deck. DT, yeah. We got some sweet decks. I don't know what Salvatto's up to. We'll find out soon enough. All right, time for round 1. Let's do it. I'd like to play first. Oh, do I stash the Ragavan? I kind of think I just play Ragavan and Hired Claw here, because if I dash Ragavan, unless I hit a 1-drop, I'm not going to get much value. I mean, if I had a 0, obviously that's insane. But if I cast this, now I just have them both in play. Even if they have an answer to Ragavan, I'll hit them with Hired Claw next turn. Boom. Oh yeah. They can surveil to the top. If it's bad, they're going to surveil to the top because of Ragavan. Yeah, they can't leave Wheel on top. That would have been sick. All right, let's attack here. I'm going to have to give up a point of damage, unfortunately, because I could pump the Hired Claw, but I want to see what Ragavan hits before deciding. Talisman? Okay. Yeah, we'll do Talisman. And then pump the Hired Claw. And, I mean, this is this is the kind of draw you dream of. I mean, my opponent's almost dead here, and it's turn 2. Like, I also have 7 points of burn in my hand, and they're casting Preordain. If the next card they cast is Fatal Push to kill Ragavan, I still get to hit them for 4 with the Hired Claw. They're nearly dead off that. And looks like we're playing against Combo. This is the person, Sir Ice Cream. That's a funny name. Sir Ice Cream is the person who might have gotten a 6-pick Brain Freeze, then a 4th pick or 5th pick Breach, and then wheeled LED, which it'd be really funny. If that's the case, I could end up losing this game, funnily enough. They could 2 on top. Yeah, I still have to hit with Ragavan, even though I know I'm not hitting anything here. Oh, are they going to kill the Hired Claw? They are. Dismember the Hired Claw. -5, -5. All right. Yeah, I still have to attack, unfortunately. Despite the fact that it's kind of helping their deck. All right. Hit. Exiling a land. Oh. Exile the Displacer Kitten? Okay, I will cast that then, I guess. I don't think... That doesn't seem bad for me. I don't know. I guess they wanted the other card a lot better. Or a lot more. So they're now they are toast. they were toast in a lot of ways. I assumed they were going to try to kill me next turn. Stern Scolding. Let's just Fiery Confluence them and target the Ruby. All right, nice little game 1 there. Sideboard, I already have my Thalia in. I mean, I really don't have no playables in my sideboard, so let's go. All right, on the draw here. This hand's a lot less exciting. I kind of think I just mulligan. All right, this hand's a lot better. I'll keep this. I'll put Palace Jailer back. I just think I'm playing against what looks like hard combo. I don't want a hand where it's like turn 2 Ragavan and a bunch of 3s and 4s in my hand. This is Kumano into Felia. Though, funnily enough, I will have to main phase the Felia to get the Kumano counter, but I think that's okay. Oh, or there's Ragavan. I think I'd rather still just Felia here. Again, it's kind of bad into counter spells, but also this isn't going to come up this game, but Felia blinking Kumano is kind of cool. Okay, that's the downside of having to main phase that, is they get to dismember it. I think the +1/+1 counter is still worth a lot there. This Fiery Confluence I might use to hit a Basalt Monolith if that's what they play. Next turn I'm going to dash Ragavan and probably get the Elegant Parlor. Leovold. Okay. Leovold's annoying, so let's actually do a different play. Let's go Luminarch. Put a counter on Etching. Attack for 3, and I think I'm just going to get Mountain and play Ragavan. If I draw a land next turn, great. If I don't, I can cast every spell in my deck, just about. Like, obviously I have some misses, but if they Time Twister here, I also just want to have the most stuff in play. All right, looks like we're making moves. I can live with that. I mean, we'll see what the damage is in a second here. If it's, you know, something pretty big, then yeah, I don't have a whole lot, but drawing a land also, the other thing is that drawing my 4th land next turn isn't even like that great for me. Well, what am I casting? I'm not casting Fiery Confluence to kill Leovold. I guess maybe I'll just nug for 6 or something. Or I could play Sarah Paragon and not play anything out of the graveyard. Maybe I want to cut something for a land. I'm not sure. All right, let's just draw. Okay, Luminar, target Ragavan. Attack with these. I just took it. Okay. Let's see what I hit. I'm just gonna nug and deal 4. They are gonna get to draw a card, but I feel like killing 3 of their mana is probably worth it. Especially since next turn I'm gonna get to attack with all of these things, and then I get to go Paragon, replay a land potentially. I mean, we'll see. Another Force of Willing it. Pitching the Brain Freeze. Okay. I guess I wish I had just hit them, but I hadn't seen any counters yet. And then now, I mean, it's not even clear that a draw 7 necessarily does that much. Like, they get to draw 7 and I don't, but I lose a Sarah Paragon. I actually draw 1 card off of it because I can't draw more than 1. So I think an Echo Vions wouldn't be that bad. Oh, Displacer Kitten, but no plays. 1 card left in hand. All right. So what am I going to do here? I guess I'm going to put probably Luminarch on Ragavan is my guess. We'll see what I draw. Skyclave. Yeah, so if I go Skyclave on Leovold, they draw a card, but then I attack. Then I put a counter on Ragavan. I attack with everything. Then they have to chump Ragavan and take 4, go into 3. All right, that sounds pretty good. Magic Online is lagarinoing here. Yeah. Skyclave. Target Leovold. They get to draw a card, but I can't imagine there's a whole lot. Even Dismember is actually one of the few cards they could cast in this spot, and that's already gone. Counter. Do I want to put them to 2? Basically, I can either put a counter on the Ragavan, in which case they have to block Ragavan and take 4, go into 3, or I could put the counter on Luminarch, and then they still probably block Ragavan and trade. Yeah, I think I just put it on the Ragavan. I feel like basically I'd rather deal 1 less damage and have a Ragavan in play. Sounds better to me, but I don't know. All right, they've got 3 cards in hand, but their best play was playing a Kitten last turn. The Brain Freeze is gone. I'm not really sure what all they're going to be up to here. Something like Time Spiral could be dangerous, of course. Otawara, the Mana Vault. Are they going to Tendrils me here? Nope, they're just done. All right, time for round 2. This is going to be a fast draft. We're up 5-0. Mack's already 2-0, and me, Martel, and Salvatto all won round 1. I'm going to open on Ruby. Oh, yeah. I just had the feeling. Do I turn 1 Felia or Luminarch? I guess it's just better to turn 1 Felia. Yeah, definitely, because I can attack with the dog for quite a bit of damage. Playing against blue-black Reanimator, so this Winds of Abandon could certainly come in handy. And because I can go... Ooh, there's a Lotus, okay. I can play Felia and then next turn play Luminarch, make this a 3/3, attack, flicker my Mox, and then it'll be a 4/4 when it comes back. Reloading or what? This could be a problem. We'll see how good this thing is. Could be like a Grief or something. That I wouldn't mind so much. Deep Cavern Bat. All right, I'll play Felia in response. I don't really care too much about this. Probably takes Chain Lightning. I can also Felia the Deep Cavern Bat to unlock whatever card I need for a turn. And yeah, we'll see what the second play is here, because black floating, presumably something good. If it's worth sacrificing Lotus, you know. All right. And oh man, I gotta show you this. Salvatto just turned 2 Ital, or turn 3 Italid, and he hit Emrakul off Theo's deck. Really good. Okay, so Chain Lightning got taken for now. Let's see. So I could Felia the Deep Cavern Bat to cast Chain Lightning, but I kind of think I just go Mountain Cycle. I don't care if they play Oliphant here. Mountain, Luminarch. Pump the Felia, attack, and then exile the Ruby. Drawing a land there would have been a lot better, because if I'd drawn a land, I could have gone Luminarch, attack with Felia, exile Deep Cavern Bat, Chain Lightning the Voidwalker. But if they sack Voidwalker to put a Oliphant into play, I can just Felia it, so they can't do that. Just getting bashed, okay. I've got Winds of Abandon if I need, and now, interesting. Ghostfire Slice too, huh? Let's go to attacks. I'm going to put on the Luminarch, because I feel like Felia is not that likely to let... Oh, they're just going to let me bash for 6. Okay. And I could flicker the Deep Cavern Bat, but I think I'm just going to flicker the Mox again. I'm not going to play Carnage Interpreter here. I'm just going to leave up Ghostfire Slice. It'll be up when the Mox comes back. Fatal Push the Felia, sure. Okay. And past the turn, let's see. I think I'll just Ghostfire Slice the Dothy now. Seems like it's a good way to use my mana. The Deep Cavern Bat, it's not really the end of the world. Carnage Interpreter might be coming down soon here. I can also... Barrowglyph. Double white would have been nice there. All right, well. So I guess wins the Barrowglyph. I don't really have a better play. A Plains for Skyclave will be nice at some point here. Obviously, I couldn't draw Skyclave and Plains in the same turn. Fatal Push was pretty good. Killing the Felia might be pretty problematic here. It'll depend. If the Luminarch survives, then that's not too bad. A land here would be kind of nice. Caustic Bronco, okay. I'm just going to keep pumping the Luminarch here. I'm going to send for 4. Then I'm going to play Thalia. I think I'd rather play Thalia than Carnage Interpreter here, because it still keeps the Caustic Bronco back, and next turn I can still play the Interpreter. And it could make their life a little harder. Oh, Shieldred. Okay, well, now I just need to draw Plains. Mountain. All right. Well, it's not ideal, but a mountain was a really bad draw there. It's okay. I'll attack with Luminarch. And then I'm just going to play Carnage Interpreter. I don't think I can just sit on the Skyclave here. I've got a 5/5 Menace and a Luminarch. So the Shieldred can't attack unless it wants to trade with Carnage Interpreter. Then next turn I get to attack back. That all sounds pretty reasonable to me. I'm hoping they don't have a whole lot more. We're at a point where like one good card breaks the game open. Okay. I'm going to draw. All right, I was hoping to draw something a little stronger than that. Let's put a counter. I think I actually just put a counter on Thalia here. Attack with these. And Bronco has to chump. I do die if they kill Thalia here. Shieldred's Edict. I think I'm just going to sack the Thalia. I'm probably going to lose, but if I crack a clue and draw a 0-drop, I could still win. Or 0-drop, 1-drop to block Shieldred with here. There's the Hired Claw. I just didn't think I was going to win if I sacked one of the 5/5s. All right. And then next turn I get to Palace Jailer the Shieldred. No, they had something. Time Warp. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. Well, unfortunate. Not having a white for Skyclave will cost me there. Still don't really have a sideboard, so let's get in there. All right. On the play this game. All right. I'll keep this. Yeah, I think I will bobble myself, but I don't think it's very likely I'd keep the card. All right, well, now I definitely won't. But if I'm trying to think, what top card would I have to not play Hired Claw on turn 1? Maybe Fourth Eorlingus. I don't even know. All right. I'm happy enough playing Hired Claw. The Claw. And turn 2, I'm going to get to attack for 3. Unless I draw a different play, of course. And then I have Skyclave on 3. Yeah, it's a pretty solid sequence. All right, Galvanic Discharge is decent too. Yeah, basically last game I needed to either have drawn Palace Jailer one turn sooner. So like if I drew Jailer instead of cracking Clue for Jailer, then I would have won that game extremely easily. Or had drawn one Mountains instead of Plains for Skyclave. Well, if they turn on Lotus both games, I might not have a great shot here. It depends though. There's some cards that if they Lotus out, Galvanic Discharge would take care of them. Not a Shieldred so much, but if it's like something smaller. All right, well that at least I can deal with on turn 3. There's the Fourth Eorlingus. So I try them go. I really need them to play something that I can Galvanic Discharge this turn, like a Dothy or something. Oh, perfect. Now I think I'm actually winning the game, despite them having turn 1 Lotus Shieldred. It's pretty nice. 2. Yoink. Go to 13, go to 11. I mean, if they kill the Skyclave, they get a 4/4, I guess, but I'm going to have a big Fourth Eorlingus coming real soon here. Let's go Skyclave. Skyclave Shieldred. I guess playing in that order is pretty bad against Snuff Out. Maybe that was a bit of a risk for no reason. Next turn I'm going to cast Fourth for 3 here. Hope they tap out for like, I don't know, something that doesn't do that much. Now I'm a little scared of the Skyclave getting hit. What do I do here? Yeah, I didn't draw anything that makes me want to do otherwise. All right. Fourth Eorlingus for 3 here. All right, got memory lapsed. Well, that answers that question. I will attack now. They'll go to 16. Next turn I can Fourth Eorlingus for 4. In fact, will. Tap the city. I'll play Arena of Glory last here, just so they don't know it's coming. X equals 4. I'm just going to attack with everything. If they can still kill the Skyclave, they still take a bunch of damage. And if they could have killed it, I think they would have done that last turn. Maybe they can do it on 4 mana. I don't know. It just didn't seem like the thing I needed to play around. All right. There we go. Turn 1 Shieldred, turn 2 Voidwalker, turn 3 Memory Lapse, and I beat it very easily. I like that. All right, all right. On the draw now. Feel like I've got the deck I want. Let's do it. All right, and Salvatto won, so we're up like 6-0. Or 6-1. Martel lost round 2. All right, well, I'm going to keep this hand. Turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 Thalia. Okay, maybe no turn 1 Lotus this game. Oh, if I draw Mox and can play a turn 1 Thalia. And Jailer's a nice one here. Not the best Luris draw, but it could be good. I mean, they have a decent amount of removal in their deck, so we could definitely end up in a spot where I go Luris, replay Ragavan, and feel pretty good about that play. So, okay. Turn 1. Oh, Flage is not bad either. Ragavan means that at least on turn 2, they've got to have something that interacts with it or things go quite poorly for them. What are they playing here? Oh, Snuff Out. They just have it, but didn't have the swamp. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's why I was hoping to hit the Mox for Thalia, just because it would tax stuff like that. Let's see. Caustic Bronco. Well, Thalia's a pretty good response to Bronco. And next turn I can Flage it. Or if I draw Ruby, oh man. Can you imagine? I could go Luris Ragavan, or I could play Jailer. Barrowgoyf, okay. That one I'm going to have to kill with Palace Jailer. Let's just cast Luris here, I think. Well, no. I'm just going to Flage. I think getting the Caustic Bronco off the board is worth it. And pass the turn. Barrowgoyf's going to get to hit me once, but that's not the end of the world. See what they draw, if anything. Ooh, they have a decent amount of creatures in their deck. They hit a Sorin. Oh, man. Oh, man. Sorin, and they get to flip Sorin and kill the... No, they can't flip Sorin because they get it back into turn. Okay. Whew. That's a lot better. Sorin's still very good, but it would have been a lot better if they had... if they got to flip it this turn. Now they're getting taxed a little by Thalia. What do I want to draw here? Well, I guess drawing a Mox once the Thalia is in play actually isn't that good. But, I mean, I'm just going to Palace Jailer the Barrowgoyf. I think is going to be my plan here. Sorin is a little dangerous because if they can kill Palace Jailer, they can attack to try to take the Monarch. Oh, geez, and Nethergoyf. Okay. That might mean I want to make a different play here. Classic Bauble Thalia. Maybe I go Luris Ragavan, because the problem is if I play Jailer, that doesn't do anything. Let's just go Luris. Replay this Ragavan here. And then now... I don't care if the Nethergoyf hits me. The Barrowgoyf, I could chump, causing problems. I will say that. I could chump with Thalia. That actually doesn't sound terrible to me. This Sorin is really going to get me. Yeah. I think I'm just going to lose this, actually. Barrowgoyf is a nice one. So if I want to kill Barrowgoyf, I'd have to block with all of my creatures. Then they just pass and the Lotus doesn't die. The problem is if they hit me with this flips. Sure. It's really bad. Really bad. But If they didn't have the Lotus, I could have gotten that in a little less painful fashion, but what am I going to do here? Obviously, if they have a removal spell now too, it's just game over. If they're sacking that Lotus to cast like a Shieldred's Edict or Fatal Push or something. Fallen Shinobi. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. What do they hit? They hit Winds of Abandon and Cathar Commando. Okay, now they flipped Sorin. And they nugged me with Sorin? All right. All right. Let's see. Let's go Bobble. Bobble them. Emperor of Bones. Well, I guess I'll just Palace Jailer here. The Cathar Commando. Because that way, if they get the Monarch, then I get the Cathar Commando back. Okay, Skyclave's not nothing. Can't kill Fallen Shinobi, but it can hit Sorin. I mean, I don't really have an answer for Fallen Shinobi right now. Emperor of Bones, though, they can't activate it in the same turn, it doesn't look like. So, because they didn't have lands, so... Alright, maybe... I mean, I've got a Flage in my graveyard, too. Oh, they're going to Emperor of Bones the Flage. Well, that's unfortunate, but, you know... Oh, and they didn't pay the Extort? Oh, they're playing another Goyf. Right, the one they bounced, sure. Make a food. They're going to exile Flage now. I mean, it would be crazy to do anything but. And are they going to attack? They definitely should. All right, I'll block. Take my turn. Chain Lightning, Emperor of Bones. Skyclave Apparition. I'm just going to exile the Nether Goyf. I could exile Sorin, but Nether Goyf's going to cause me more problems. They're going to get to hit me with this Ninja again. Unless I draw Ghostfire Blade. Oh my god, Ghostfire Blade would have been such a good... Or Slice would have been such a good draw there. Touch the Spirit Realm is almost a good draw. So they're going to get to gain 3. Then they're going to Sorin my Skyclave. Get a 1/1. Oh, they're just going to Fatal Push. Okay. And they're going to become the Monarch. They hit Ruby and a Prismatic Vista. Well, all right. No, they can't extort, though, so that's good. I hope they can't play anything here. I really need them to not play another card. Nug me down to 3 with Sorin. All right, so I got some things I need to do here, huh? I might have to let them have the Monarch for a little bit longer. What I could do is I could go like Channel Touch the Spirit Realm on the Illusion, attack, kill Sorin. Or actually, why don't I just cast Fourth Eorlingus? A land would have been really nice there too, but if I cast this for 3, I mean, if they have Memory Lapse, it doesn't matter. They can't beat that at all. all right, sure. I was going to hit Sorin with 2 tokens, hit them with 1 token, and still be in a, I think, potential winning position, but Black Lotus got me pretty good that match, I will say that. All right, well, let's take a look at the scores. All right, we're up 6-2, but I'm going to get to play Theo, so we get a 3rd round after all. All right, let's do it. Theo's on a Reanimator deck. I don't think I hate this on the draw. It's a Scryland on the, or Surveil Land on the draw with a 1-drop removal spell. Couple 2s. Yeah, seems good to me. Any Mox Rubies? Oh, Felia. I'm just going to graveyard Felia. I've got 2 other 2-drops in hand. It's not better than those. I mean, it's close to as good as those, but I'm happy just taking Felia. Mountain. Let's just pass the turn. I have a Cathar Commando at instant speed, so I'd rather do that. Oh, is this Snapcaster Mage? What you got going on, Theo? Oh, Flame of Anor. Let me see. So, if he has Flame of Anor, then I can't kill the Snapcaster in response to stop it from being good. I think I'm just going to Galvanic Discharge this. I just really don't see what Theo could have in hand that isn't Flame here. Oh, okay. Fair enough. It's going to end up being okay. Obviously, he's going to take probably 4th Earlingus here. He could take Luris, but that seems kind of loose. He could take nothing, but I don't know how good that is either. Certainly would have worked out better to play Cathar Commando, but also I just don't get playing Snapcaster without having a 3 that made sense, and Flame was the card that made the most sense. That saying, I think this is going to be okay still. All right. They took Cathar Commando. Huh. Interesting. Top card's Mana Confluence. Okay. I'll just play Luminarch and I'll pass. I don't want to play a land. I want to play City of Traders as my the second land from now, not the first. Oh, into Sneak. Dang, okay. That's going to be bad. I assume I've lost now, but Bauble Luris. Put a counter on the Luris, I guess. Attack. I don't have any zeros, so I don't need to crack this Bauble yet. All right, so Theo just played Snapcaster as a way to set up this Sneak. All right. Yeah, playing Cathar Commando would have worked out better, but it's also possible he would have just traded the Vendilion for the Cathar Commando, so. All right, let's do it. All right, well, I'd like to play first. Ooh, gonna have to mulligan that, no planes. Okay, I'll put back Flame Slash because it doesn't look like it's the best in this matchup anyways, and I have 2 other interactive spells. I'd rather keep the broadly more powerful ones. Imagine if I drew that Ghostfire Slice against the Fallen Shinobi. Would have been so sweet. Turn 2, Thalia into maybe turn 3 Skyclave, though it's not that likely Theo has something I can even kill. It's not bad. I mean, Thalia just seems really good against him. Obviously, if he's got a cheap burn spell, he can kill it, but... Okay, or he can daze it. That also works. I really need to draw something here. I just mulled and got my first threat countered. My second threat is not a card I really want to just play out. Like, this kills a sneak attack. And I guess if I don't draw anything, I'm just going to cycle Oliphant for Elegant Parlor. Oh, he discarded a Grave Titan? And I drew, of course, nothing. Sure. Elegant Parlor. Okay, that's another land. Swamp Reanimate or Island Mox. No, just Island go. I'm not just casting Skyclave. That's not going to do anything. I guess I assume he's reanimating here. Hopefully it's an Exhume. That would be nice. No, it's reanimate. So he didn't have the black mana? Oh, man. All right. Mountain, draw. Nope. I thought this draft, you know, when I led on Mountain Ruby 2-1 drops, I was like, you know what? Maybe this draft will be different. Maybe, I don't even think playing Skyclave does anything. Maybe I can I can find a way to win. And it's like, no, never mind. I'm just going to lose every game. My team's going to win, though, I think. We're up 6-2. It's about to be 6-3, I guess. I don't even think playing Skyclave there helps. I'm just going to Ghost Fire Slice Theo. Draw. All right. Yep. Well, that'll do it. Well, I think this deck was pretty good. I don't know. I got Lotused out pretty hard against the blue-black deck. And this match, he dazed my first play, Animated Titan, and then I mulled and then drew land. I don't know. I don't want to just like make excuses for why I lose, but all I do is lose. So it's kind of interesting, like what exactly is going on. Maybe I just have no idea. Who knows? In any case, that'll do it for today. I appreciate you watching. Win or lose, or lose or lose, or lose or lose or lose. But you know what? Tomorrow's a new day. Hopefully, we can fire off some Duskmourn. I'm going to probably do a couple days of Duskmourn here. I feel like Cube could probably use a little break anyway. So I'll be doing Duskmourn for at least the next 2 days, and then I'll be back to Cube and probably alternate a bit there. So I will see you all back tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.